Hi, Sabrina here with another tutorial for you, and these are going to be the baby sandals. These sandals are so cute. They do go right in between the toes. They're very adjustable, as you can see here. You can open them up, place the baby's foot in there, and button them back up. Now I can say these are going to be for like up to newborn to 3 to 6 months, depending on the baby's foot. Everybody's foot is different sizes. Some babies have big foot, some babies have small feet. So this can pretty much go all the way up to 6 months, I believe. So let's get started. The material we're going to be needing, and I use cotton yarn here, but today I'm going to be using worsted. You will need a thick type of yarn, nothing thin, because you know you want these to look more like shoes instead of floppy. So worsted or cotton is the best thing for these sandals here, and it gives it the strength to hold this up as well. So here's the two colors I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using a peach and a white. We are going to be needing a crochet hook of size 3.5 millimeter, a tempest needle to sew in our ends, crochet markers, I use bobby pins, and 2 buttons for the side. Now, starting the project, I'm going to start with the dark color. The dark color is going to be my base for the shoe, the sole. Now, what we're going to do first is make a slip knot. Everybody makes their slip knot different, so any way you make it, do it the way you like to. This is the way I do mine. I put it over my hands. I put my these two fingers down to hold it in place. I wrap the other two over my fingers twice. Then I tuck it from behind, bring it over, put my hook through, and release it. Now it's on my hook, and I'm going to start by chaining up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So this is our first one, which is on our hook, and you can see it coming out from the hook right here. That's our first chain. Now you have our second chain right next to it, which is right there. This is our second one. First, second. So you're going to go in your second chain, and you're going to single crochet. To single crochet, you're going to put your hook right into that chain, pull the yarn, wrap the other yarn over your hook, and pull it through the chain, just like so. Now you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook again and pull through both loops. That's a single crochet. Now we're going to single crochet all the way up to 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, actually I think it's just 8, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have 3 remaining chains. So yes, it's going to be 8. instead of 9. 7 and 8. So we're just going up to chain 8 and single crochet to 8. Now the last 3 chains that we have on our project here, we're going to half double crochet in the next. So you're going to wrap your hook over, go right into that chain, pull through, wrap the yarn over your hook again, and pull through all 3. The next chain will be 2 half double crochets. So wrap the yarn over your hook, go into the chain, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn over, and pull through all 3. Now we're going to go right back in that same chain again. So you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook, go right back in the same chain, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn over, and pull through all 3. That's 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. See that? Now our last stitch or chain, we are going to put 5 half double crochets. So all in that same chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, as you can see, it's open up. Don't worry about that. Take your loose strand right here and pull real tight, and it brings it all together. See that? Now we're working on the opposite side of our chain, and what we did on this side, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So starting from where you did the 2 double crochets, you're going to see an opening there, as you can see right there. We're going to half double crochet 2 into that opening, which is right there where the 2 double crochet, half double crochets are at. And we're going to put 2 half double crochets into the same side. Now we're working on the next one over, right here, a half double crochet. Now we're going to single crochet all the way to 7. Back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last stitch that we have here, which has our single crochet right into it as well, the very last one, we're going to put 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And as you can see, I'm crocheting right over to my loose strand here, so I can just, I don't have to sew it in. It's already getting crocheted in. Now we're going to work on the other side. Our first single crochet, we're going to put 2 single crochets into that stitch. One, back in the same stitch again, and 2. Now we're going to single crochet up to 10 on this side. So 10 single crochets all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The next stitch, we're going to put 2 single crochets, 1, back in the same stitch again, and 2. The next stitch will be 1 single crochet. The next stitch will be 2 single crochets into the same stitch, 1, back in the same stitch again, and 2. The next stitch is 1 single crochet. The next stitch is 2 single crochets. 1, back in the same stitch again, and 2. Now we're single crocheting back on the other side up to 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next stitch we're going to single crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2. The next stitch is 1 single crochet. The next stitch is 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Now we're going to be working all the way up and around the other side, and we're going to single crochet up to 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. The next stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets, 1, back in the same stitch again, and 2. The next stitch is 1 single crochet. The next stitch is 2 single crochets into the same stitch, 1, back in the same stitch again, and 2. The next stitch is 1 single crochet. The next stitch is 1 single crochet. The next stitch is 2 single crochets into the same stitch, 1, back in the same stitch again, and 2. The next stitch is 1 single crochet. The next stitch is 2 single crochets in the same stitch, 1 and 2. Now we're going to single crochet 11 all the way back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 single crochets into the next, 1 and 2, single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and slip stitch on the next stitch, and we're gonna fasten off here. Now here's our sole, and we're going to make 4 of these to make a pair. So make sure you make 4 of these, and I'll be back here with all mine 4 done. I want to start working on the side of the sandal here. Okay? Okay, so once you finish all 4 of these, you're going to sew in your ends, and they're going to be nice and clean all the way around like the way I have mine here. Now we're going to work on the base back of the heel part right here, and this is very simple to do, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make one of these. This is the part. This is either the left or right. What you do is pretty much when you make it, this will be that side, or you flip it around and you get the other side. So it's the same thing for both sides, just make sure you switch it to make the button on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the white yarn here. Move this stuff to the side so you guys can get a better picture. You're going to make a slip knot, and you're going to chain up 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And what we're going to do here is in the third chain from the hook, we are going to half double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3. We're going to go on the third one and half double crochet. Now we're going to half double crochet all the way across to the end of the row, and it should be a total of 12 half double crochets if we did this correctly. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last but not least 12. Chain up 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to turn our work around, and we're going to half double crochet all the way across again for 12. So you're going to, right here where your chain 2 is, you're going to half double crochet into the same stitch, and now we're going to half double crochet across again, and it'll be a total of 12 as well. So just half double crochet all the way back down again in your stitches. And last one. Chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work around, half double crochet into the same stitch as your chain 2, and now we're going to half double crochet all the way across. This is row 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work around, half double crochet into the same stitch as the chain 2, and now we're going to half double crochet all the way across. Now here's the tricky part for those beginners. We are going to do a half double crochet foundation, and to do that I'm going to show you how to do that. Instead of chaining 2 or anything like that, what we're going to do is half double crochet foundation. So what we're going to do is pretty much we're going to half double crochet again into the same stitch as our last half double crochet that we did. Make a half double crochet just like so. Now if you can see your stitch, you're going to see a little at the bottom right here of your half double crochet. It's kind of hard to see it. I have a pin right here. So here is our stitch that we want to go into. This is the top, this is the bottom of the half double crochet. We're going to go into there and half double crochet again. So what you're going to do is you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook and you're going to go into that stitch on the side. Just like so. See that? Now we're going to wrap the yarn over, pull it through, wrap the yarn over, and pull through all three. I'm going to show you again. That was one. We're going to go into the next one, not the same one. We moved it up, so now we're going to go back and go into another one on the side here. And you're going to see them. They're going to start looking like stitches on the opposite side. You go right into it, wrap the yarn over your hook, go in, pull the yarn over, and pull all the way through. There's another half double crochet. So now we just did 2 half double crochets, foundations. We need to do a total of 8. So now we're going to go into the next one, which is right here. As you can see, you're building it up. Wrap the yarn over your hook, pull through, wrap the yarn over, pull through all 3. Wrap the yarn over. We're going into the next one right above that. It should be right at the end of the half double crochet pretty much, and we're going to wrap the yarn over and pull all the way through. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that we've done so far. We're going to continue on by doing 8. There's 5, 6, and it's like, here's the top of your chain, here's the bottom of it, and we're not the chain but the foundation, and we're working on the bottom. See the stitches on the bottom here? So that's what we're working on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now what we're going to do is the very top of our foundation, right here in the stitch, you're going to slip stitch, and you're going to slip stitch all the way down. So we're going to just slip stitch in every stitch all the way down. Last one. Fasten off. Pull it all the way through. Now this is the back of the heel. Now we're going to attach a button to the end of here. But before we do that, we need to sew in our ends. And before we sew in our ends, we have to sew this to the base as well. So let's put that to the side and let's make the middle part of our heel right here where the toe gets attached to there. So we're going to go back to the white yarn again, and we're going to make a slip knot, and we are going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to half double crochet into the second one from the hook. Now we're going to half double crochet all the way across for a total of 5 half double crochets. Chain 1. We're going to turn our work around, half double crochet into the same stitch as the chain 1, and half double crochet all the way across for for a total of 5 half double crochets. Chain 1, turn your work around, half double crochet in the same as the chain 1, and half double crochet all the way across. Chain 1, turn your work around, half double crochet in the same as the chain 1, and half double crochet all the way across. Chain 1, turn your work around, half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 1, and half double crochet across. Now we're gonna chain up 1, turn our work around. Instead of half double crocheting in the same as the chain 1, we are going to skip that one, move to the second one, and half double crochet into the next stitch over. And we're going to half double crochet across. Chain 1, turn your work around. We're going to half double crochet into the second one from the hook. This is the first one, this is the second one, and half double crochet 1, 2, and 3 stitches. Now we're going to chain 1, turn your work around, half double crochet in the second one from the hook, and the next one. Now what we're going to do is you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab our booty here, the sole, and right here where we see the 2 holes, you're going to attach it. So what you're going to do is you put your hook right through, then you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook, pull that through the loops, then you're going to pull it through the chain. Now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet up the chain, and it should be a total of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now you want to, right here where it has 2, which is our 2 half double crochets, we're going to slip stitch into the second one that's open, and we're going to slip stitch up 1 more of the half double crochet spaces right in between here. We're going to fasten this off, and you want to sew in your ends. So now we're going to get our needle. Get the other one that has a bigger hole. So do this faster. And what I like to do is go up and back down again, locking it in place. And I just cut the excess off. I'm going to pull on it and it hides the tail. For the top here, I want to do the same thing. Nice clean finish. Just a little needle. Don't want the needle. There we go. Go up and back down again. Kind of be tough, but work it in there. I like to move it back and forth so I don't ruin my stitches. Cut the excess tail off. Now, if you look at your thing right here, you're going to see the lines 1, 2, 3. If it's, you're going to fold this this top here for your second line. If it's the third line over here, then you want to do it the third line. That's if you have it that way. So what you're going to do is you're going to pretty much fold this. And you're going to sew along here. But before you do that, you want to make sure this is inside, nice and snugged, before you do it, so you know exactly how it is. So what we're going to do is, what I like to do is fold this, grab some white yarn, put it on my needle, and when I fold it, I want my stitches to appear on the top and on the top here. See, it's just folding it, but I'm making sure it's appearable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sewing this all the way across so I can have that opening. And it should be 5 stitches all the way across. All done there. And what I'm going to do is feed it all the way back to the tail and tie the 2 ends together and fasten it off. Okay. So now we're going to grab the other bottom of this sole here, place it there, and what we're going to do is we're going to sew this on. To sew it on, we're going to be working on the bottom of this and the back loops of our stitches on the outer part. So to do that, you got to make sure it's even, just like so. And to do that, what we're going to do is you're going to fold this in half. You put a crochet marker there at the very end, so you know that's the back of the booty. Okay, and we're going to count up 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is where we're going to attach it. So there's 6. And you want to do that to the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if you look at this, this should be even right across here and there. See that? Perfectly lined. And that's what you want. So what we're going to do is you're going to grab the white yarn again, cut some string off, and attach it to your needle. Now remember, we're sewing this to the back loops only on the sole. So you want to start from one side, and I'll sew in my ends afterwards. But I'm going to be working in the back loops only, as you can see, and I'm going to sew this on. You want to grab both stitches on the white part, but only on the peach part you want to get the back loops only on the sole. So here we go. We're going to start sewing this on, 1 stitch at a time. And you want to start sewing it in every stitch all the way around. Now when you get to the marker, you're actually going to be stitching. So right where I was ending off before my camera died out on me, we're sewing the ends of this together. You're going to get the back loops only. And we're going to continue sewing along the edges here. And that is my little one. Oops, it came right off. And the back loops only. Take that marker out. That's my last stitch. Last one there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this right back in, going along the stitches here. Coming back to the other side. I don't want to pull tight because then it'll bring everything together. I just want to feed it all the way through and bring it to the other side. And I'm going to tie the two ends together, and then I'm going to sew them into the heel to give it a nice clean finish. So I'm going to go right back up again. And take that marker out. Fasten off. Take this one, sew it in all your ends. Down again. Kind of tough there. Fighting with my yarn here. I'm going to pull on that, making sure my stitches are nice and in there. There you go. I'm just going to cut this one off. Okay. Now with your crochet hook, I like to get a bigger one if you have one. Not too big, but just big enough to put through there instead of grabbing hold of the stitches. Then the little part where our little strap is at, I'm going to feed it right through there. Make sure it's on the opposite side where your stitches are not shown. This is the part that you sewed it on, so this is the folded part, the nice clean part. So you want to take your hook, attach it, and feed it right through, just like so. Now you want to get your needle and thread again. And a button, and we're going to sew that button onto the side here. Then you're going to fasten it. Then you got the top part. Oops, I got it upside down. Hold on. There we go. Now you got the top part finished. Now we need to sew in the bottom part. So what you do is you just take the bottom part, line it up, and we're going to sew on the stitches together. So what I like to do is I like to start from the heel, from one side of the heel. So what I'm going to do is grab some yarn here, enough to go all the way around. Okay, line up my stitches as much as I can. I start from the base, the center, and I'm going to work all the way around. So I am going into the stitch, both of the heels, and sewing them together along the stitches. You're going to be getting both stitches from the bottom, and then you're going to get the very top of our front post on the heel part, only for the back of the heel part. The rest of the part we're going to grab both stitches. So when we get to here, you're going to grab both stitches from there and both stitches from there. And we're going to do that all the way around. And actually, I am doing this wrong. Sorry. Let me get this done right here. I'm just going to take it out. Did that all wrong. We're not supposed to go all the way around. Let's start over again. It happens. Okay, so we're going in the back part here, and what we're going to do is we're going to, just like sewing, you're going to go from the top. Then you're going to go back to the bottom, then the top. On each stitch, you're going up and down, pretty much. Top, bottom, just like that. And it gives it that little line that makes it look so adorable all the way around. Top, bottom, you're going in both stitches. When you get along the edging here, the back, you just do the back loop. And we're just going up and down, top, bottom, all the way around. It gives it the base of the booty, give it some more strength, thickness. Now we're getting to the back of the sole here again, and you want to just go in the back loop When you're coming up, you're going into the back loops as well, just making sure you're getting the edging here. So all of it's sewed together. Up, down. We're almost to the end here. If it doesn't keep on wrapping around. There we go. And I'm going to feed it right back down, but I'm going to try going to the other stitch across from the bottom here, as you can see. And I'm going to tie the two ends together and fasten off. You want to feed these in there, sew them in so they're not shown anymore. But for me right now, I'm just going to cut them off. Just like so. And our booty, our sandal here, is done. Look at how cute that is. So adorable. You can add flowers. You know, just dazzle it up a bit. You can add a flower here, or you can add 3 of them going up. You know, there's all kinds of ways. You can add the flower on the side and have the button coming out. And these are my little flowers that I have for my hair clips. You can always get the pattern from there on the tutorial. And you can dazzle these things up, or you can just leave them just like so. So this is Sabrina with another tutorial for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Please comment and subscribe below. And if you guys have any requests, please just be free to give me, go on to Facebook, onto the group that I have, Havoc Mayhem Creations, and comment into the tutorial listings of that group, and I can see what I can do on getting those tutorials out there for you guys. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye!